good afternoon. This is the Queen Mary and I'm at Liverpool. It's just at this moment getting moored in. It's just arrived and it's docking here just north of the pier head. It's one of the cruiser berths, I believe. So you've got Wallasey across the water and Wallasey Town Hall. It's a bit fuzzy, so it's so many, the sensor sees so many objects that it doesn't know what to zoom in on that particular view. So let's go and take a walk along the length of the ship and head towards the pier head, the Three Graces, including the Liver building, if I can cross the road without getting crushed. So, doing a grand job there, look at that. The tugs have gone now, like I say, it's slowly reeling it in even closer to the, and then they'll be disembarking soon. All those passengers up there, we'll just have a look at them. We can only look at these people and dream. Fantastic, isn't it? I was here when the Queen Elizabeth II carrier was there. I just happened to be on the ferry. I thought I'd go ferry across the Mersey thing and stopped in Liverpool, and you know, I could see the carrier. It's a massive thing. That was a good day. Yeah, see that shape there? That's just simply a ventilation shaft for the tunnel below. Air ventilation, and be big fans in it, I think. Yeah. Right, yes, I'm going to take a walk along now.
Former Queen was Queen.
So the Queen Elizabeth II has just arrived. It'll be staying till late this evening. It's a beauty, isn't it? Let's have a close-up of the people up on here. There you go. There's the bridge. Bridge. Some people up at the top, is there? Yeah, look at that. So let's continue on. I've already taken a 15-minute one of the ship as she was approaching and getting docking. So this one will be just walking along and heading up, as I say, maybe up to the Liverpool Museum, which is in sight. There's a Titanic monument. It's one of the nearer things. I don't know what that thing is there. There's some kind of yes, what it's supposed to represent. Yeah, I think the name of it, the mouldy onion, that'd be a good one. It's been in the vegetable rack for too long. I'm not cynical. I do like modern art, some of it. It's very entertaining. That chap's got his Queen Mary t-shirt on there. Well, let's just relax and enjoy this tour. Good, isn't it? I'm enjoying it. Well worth it. So there'll be people getting on and off soon. It's a long process. There's no rush with these things. You know, rush something and you could have an accident. Now adjusted that so when I'm on widescreen, parts of the gimbal doesn't appear on the film. It's all technical stuff. It's a matter of pressing one of the triggers on there for 4 times. If you do it a mistake, it ends up with a selfie from me. You don't want that.
Liverpool is a city which grew up as a very close shared history with history dating back to BC 40.
Yeah, they'll be coming out.
The downside of where it's has now secured alongside the berth, with the local authorities granting clearance for our guests to see the shore. The gateways today are located on the starboard side of the ship on deck 1, being accessed by stairways B and C. For those of you on an organised shore excursion, please refer to your daily programme for details on how to organise the arrangements.
That's one of the officers, or perhaps the captain, on the PA.
Just do it a bit more.
Shortly thereafter, which will be led by organized, beginning our passage to Cove Islands. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're
People there. As I say, there's another 15-minute one of just in a static place watching the ship and highlighting the details on it and the surrounding tugs and stuff. So on this one, like I say, I'm going to walk now. And head along towards the pier head, where there's plenty of things to see.
But where's these guns?
What grade is it? So smooth, you wouldn't even know.
I wanted to see that the security on there, you know, no chance, but I wanted to be up here on that balcony there, so there's no glass on, and that would have been, well, there's obviously, because there's nobody there, there's no way they'd let you up there. Perhaps if I put my black ninja outfit on and sneak around in the evening, and I can film from one of the local police stations then, couldn't I? So a lovely view of the Liver buildings there. Oh, very good. The Liver birds. Put them both in there. Now let's continue. There you go. Marvellous. There's no rush, so I'll take some pictures as we depart. Get a view of the whole ship. Well, a more closer view of bits of it, you know. Yeah, move a bit further.
It is very cool.
Yeah, that's not dramatic.
I can't see a white car.
I knew I'd be out.
I saw a black car. I need to get my card.
see Liverpool's changed quite a lot if you've lived here since the 70s and 80s. There's a lot more modern buildings. There's the Liverpool Museum over there, and the wheel, that's at the Albert Docks, so just on the other side of the Albert Docks there. Yeah. And this here, coming up, is part of the canal system. So if you're coming from North Liverpool, Littleland, Crosby or whatever, and near Bootle, you join that, and there is moorings for the boats over in Albert Dock, which is about half a mile away. And then the other side of the Albert Dock, again, if you're coming in, even from perhaps the Manchester Ship Canal, which you can, and then it gets you onto this stretch. I think it's could be Leeds and Liverpool. No chance of seeing a narrowboat. It's possible, you never know. Right, so still there. Thing is that a thing that size doesn't just disappear, does it? That's it. So let's have a look at the rest of some of the dockside of Liverpool. Sort of church trapped in the middle of the modern path. There's one it's I think it's like a Catholic Irish church in the middle of New York, and it's dwarfed, but it was one of the original buildings when it was, I think it was New Amsterdam at one time. Gangs of New York, if you see that film, it was around in that era, that epoch. Now, if this nice gentleman will let me through, thank you very much. Is it a lady? I can't see with the glare. Let's go and have a look at the Titanic monument. And then the ship is back in view again. So let's have a look at the information plaques here at the Titanic. I would think it's a memorial to the ship and the loss. And passed here quite a few times, but never really to all the heroes of the Marine Engine Room. The memorial was erected by international subscription. Yeah, there's Canard Line behind us, and this was the star of the White Star Line, built in Belfast. I've not been to Belfast, but there's a great memorial to the Titanic there on the docks. Let's have a look at the stern. Right. I'll give a. If you wish to read that, I'll just. You can just pause it. So some good resolution there if you want to see more. Right. Let's go. Continue our journey. I must say, Liverpool is a very impressive city to visit. You know, as an outsider, maybe from abroad, there's lots to see. A lot of it is free. The Liverpool Museum, all these docks here, and it didn't cost me anything to view this magnificent. Absolutely magnificent cruise ship. There's lots of people on board, and there'll be more getting on, and it's here till the late evening. Oh, somebody left their alarm. It's good, isn't it? Great thing to put my camera in later. Thank you very much. Rejoice in the Lord. Providence, you see. It was meant to be. Got a free bag. Rejoice in the Lord in Chinese. I presume they're Chinese. I think they are. Yeah. I'll try and put that in my back pocket now, so I don't have to carry it. Stop and that's it, tucked away. See what I'm saying about Liverpool? I mean, that's quite an attractive bag as well. I don't care if it's you know, praising the Lord. It's fine with me. Yeah, another look at the ship with the Titanic monument there. Oh dear, dear me. Never mind. As I say, this is, I think it's Leeds and Liverpool. It goes off Leeds and Liverpool back that way. And there are places, so I might end up at Albert Dock. So if you had a narrowboat and you lived in Liverpool, and North Liverpool that is, you couldn't resist, could you, going up there and up to Albert Dock? I think it's just the other side of that, with your narrowboat, or even your little, you know, you get on the canal, you have a little cruiser, fiberglass hull or something, with a glass of the G&T or something like that. know who that is. I've actually been up into the Liver buildings and on the roof. Yeah. Couldn't see any lead, so I didn't stay long. That's where you go. One of the ferries there. River Cruises, Mersey Ferries. Not to be confused with that building there. That's the Liverpool Museum. That's one of the viewing windows. So that's where you book your ferry. It's more interesting this side, I think, where they get on and off. Plus I'm in the shade. It's a very warm day today. Well, you're certainly getting plenty of views of the QE2. This very moment they're getting on. I've been on that trip, like I say, I did that. Well, I've done it a few. The most recent, the Queen Elizabeth II aircraft carrier was there, and it was docked at the same place where the Queen Mary II, QE2. I got thousands of views on that. I thought, because I enjoyed the ferry, it just happened to be there. I said, oh, I might as well walk up, you know. So you never know. But I'm not there to capture thousands of, not that I do get many. I get a few. Basking shark was memorable. It was a dead basking shark near Perch Rock in New Brighton. 15,000 views on that. I'm just still baffled. It wasn't alive, you know, I wasn't swimming next to it. But, oh, it's great, isn't it? There you go. Wow, it's hot. It really is. I've drank one bottle of water. I'll have to get something else. Oh, let's go and have a look at the Beatles statue. Problem is with that, there's somebody playing music, and then there'll be a message coming up telling me that broken copyright, you know, so I won't bother. I've been there before, but if I keep talking, because my mic might pick it up, you know, I get a message. Is he stopped now, or are you going to kick off this fella? Not that it's not his fault. It adds to the atmosphere, but it's just a technical problem with me, so I can try and zoom in a bit. No, it's not. Right, let's continue then. The next feature is Billy Fury. Billy Fury wrote his own material and he rose just prior to the Beatles. Really, people like him and Tommy Steele and people like that early, and people, well, the Beatles themselves were in skiffle groups, so it's about that era, just before the Beatles were famous. He was in the charts, Halfway to Paradise sort of comes up. What's this here? If you want to pause that and read it. It's a nice feature there. It's more tribute to the fishing fleet in the Netherlands, the Dutch, and the Battle of the Atlantic. That's a tribute to the early fabricators who made grills and stuff. There's some more on the top. There we go, another. The Polish Navy. Yeah, very good, isn't it? It's a nice touch. Tribute to the Lancashire. And the Belgians. Still some there. Yeah. You can always pause if you don't. That's the Norwegian flag there. The Battle of the Atlantic. Very nice. Nice tributes. There's Billy. Or is it Billy? No, Billy's further along. I think this is somebody else. That's a sailor with his binoculars. My apologies. Billy is just a short distance. Captain Walker. Right, so capture him. Little tribute. Pause it. Yeah. Yeah, it's not Billy Fury. He doesn't play binoculars. But funnily enough, yeah, he liked wild birds, Billy. He was a very quiet, well liked. I knew a guy who was in a Mersey Beat band, Ian, and the Zodiacs. I worked with him once, and he knew these people. He sometimes goes on the radio. I mean, he's an elderly guy now. He knew the Beatles and Freddie and the Dreamers. They said the rest of the band were all right, but Freddie was a bit of a pain, apparently. He said, but everybody sort of liked Billy Fury. Yeah, the binocular thing, he liked wild birds and things like that. It was totally, always had ill health. He died young as well, fairly young, sadly. And it's a really nice statue of him. This is where what would be popular. They had one at Southport. There was an open-air Victorian pool swimming thing. It was enclosed. You had to get a ticket, which was next, you know, part of the municipality, the council or whatever. And they got rid of it. Much like the overhead railway, which would be earning first of its kind in the world, and mostly to transporting the dockers all along the docks of Liverpool and the outlying areas like Seaforth, Waterloo, and they got rid of it. Yeah. I've got vague memories because it closed very early, 54. I was born. I might have been very small there. I might well have travelled along that. Just love the docks. When you're a kid, anything like that. See that little block of a building there? That's Camel Laird Shipbuilders. So let's go and see Billy Fiore's statue. Lovely old buildings here, Victorian. There's a few padlocks there.
Let's
have it like that.
What are you saying? The world?
Some kind of plaque there. Liverpool Pilot Office. Yeah.
Come on, can I have a look then?
Let's capture this while we're passing by. Tribute to the horses that, yeah, I was talking about the canal. It leads into here from further up. You know, the said part of the Leeds-Liverpool canal. It goes into that dock there, and then around there's some moorings. So you can moor right in there. I would imagine it'd be noisy, but nevertheless you can moor there during the day, do some shopping and continue wherever you're going on your narrowboat or your little cruiser. Come on Billy, you're hiding. I can see you in a minute. Told you he was shy. Great stage. A bit like Freddie Mercury. He was quiet. Jimi Hendrix, another explosive character, but they're quite quiet. Albert Dock. Welcome to the Albert Dock. Tells you about uneven surfaces. Yeah. Right then. There's Billy.
You ready? Yeah.
Some fans of Billy here.
Do you get on Jen?
I'm old enough to remember him.
And me.
Yeah. He was great, very quiet man, wasn't he? A lovely guy. All the other musicians, nobody, he didn't have an enemy, did he?
No, we saw him in West Bromwich.
Yeah, I saw him. I went to a friend's at school and his older sister got us a ticket. We didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
It's just a noise in this little hall in Litherland.
God.
And I thought, who's this guy? And it was, they wouldn't let me in then. I must have been about 14. They'd never let me in. Oh, sorry,
Right.
yeah, Billy Fury.
Ready?
All right.
Two.
Yeah, that's a true fact. It was then I was very young and I was impressed from what I heard. It was just screaming. And they were mostly, you know, I was a little kid. Never thought much about it, but it's only later. So that was just the Beatles and stuff like that. And other groups that are coming out, all that era was sort of behind. It even moved on from skiffle and stuff like that. There we are, this is the Albert Dock. Might be a good place. Who's that? Hartley Bridge. Yeah, so you have to go through all these bridges. Or under them. No, you get a narrow boat underneath that. It's some wonderful views, look. The great thing is I can do, I've done one before, you know, right round the docks there and maybe go on that Liverpool Eye. That's another trip. Lovely. Oh, it's got the, I have to keep talking now. That's got a knock in now and say it's a copyright. It usually only applies to some, hopefully, you know, like the Faroe Islands or something. So yeah, it's another museum here. Breakfast and sandwiches. Very good. Maritime Museum. So Greek. Oh, good. I wish I could speak a bit of Greek. I'd like to explore the Greek islands, something like that. Would be nice. Some of them are very expensive now. old-fashioned carousel.
There is in that kitchen.
Well, they're not short of snacks, drinks, ice cream, hot dogs, anything you can imagine, and even maybe a good gourmet restaurant. They're all here. Yeah. Further up there is a lot more things to view, which I'll do another time, I think. Because I'm going to go for a drink. Oh, find somewhere where we can end. That's where you moor up. You got your narrowboat in there. See a few of them. That's it.
Half an hour before the game.
Very impressive. Liverpool's just getting better and better, really. I mean, at the time it really was good in the 60s. That's comparable. It was lively, very popular. And you remember the film Boys from the Black stuff, and all that Albert Dock was just a amount of renovation they've done since that day, those days. When was that? Early 80s or something? It's called a Dock. It was a military vehicle, I think they were. All the tourists and ready to get on the boat. So I'm going to sit here just for a minute. It's all right, I'm
It's okay.
not in your way.
Anyway, no, it's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, so there we go. Final look around. I'll reward myself with a pint of something really cold. Well, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the walk. And you can subscribe, it's free. It's Harry Rambler, all lowercase. And I'll see you on the next adventure. Bye bye.